Afternoon, everybody.
Now, I suppose you're basically wondering as to why we've gathered you here today on such a fine afternoon. Likely.
Personally, I think our good friend Darrow Duck might explain the situation best of all.
Thank you, Ryan. Now, as some of you may know, it's my girlfriend Dallas Duck's surprise party tomorrow. I was thinking about sending her on a trip to the Somerset Aquarium, but nothing really stood out in her opinion. Does anybody have any options?
Perhaps maybe we can send her on a trip to that big old swimming pool at the intermediate school, so that this way she could teach a bunch of swans how to swim.
That actually sounds kind of convincing, but she normally teaches the swans some swimming lessons on Tuesdays. Her yearly schedule. Anything else?
Excuse me, what's all the chitter-chatter I hear?
Just a second. Okay, you can come in now.
Well, boys, what you doing?
Well, we were just, debating about what show to watch on TV, yeah.
Actually, we were just figuring out what to give you for your surprise party.
Dakota, you're blowing the cover!
Sorry, I just want to get it off my chest.
Oh, so you boys don't know what to get me for my surprise party tomorrow? Well, that's simple. I would like 1 sensory pineapple from the 2 Ronnie's Amusement. Unfortunately, it's only going to cost about a dozen tickets. Oh, if only I was good at playing the actual arcade games.
Well, apparently a sensory pineapple it is.
I don't know, guys. I mean, I'm sure hoping that when we get there, they don't contain those creepy animatronics like Five Nights at Freddy's, or even worse, one of those creepy children's surprise party clowns. I bet one of them had the case of the hiccups. They tried to tell a funny joke, and it did not fly with me. You know, I would sure love to go to that place. If only we had some money. I mean, I would know. I spend a lot of it on Olive Garden in case they're running out of breadsticks. May I help you, gentlemen?
One sensory pineapple to go, sir.
That'll be about a dozen tickets.
Sure. Now, how much is this going to cost?
A dozen tickets, sir. If you like all our price listings for items, they're underneath the table.
Well, I don't think that buying the tickets would be easy, but how much exactly?
Tickets are a game card swipe each. See for yourself, little rabbit. Talk about adjustments for inflation in 2025.
Clearly, that means that we're going to have to win those tickets if we're going to get that pineapple, without resorting to piracy, in which the American government publicly despises.
That's right, Darrow. If anything, the last guy who committed a piracy act was sent to prison for 10 years straight, and all the while the guards would actually take turns doing that Three Stooges jabbing 2 fingers in the eyes thing.
Quite right, John. Hey, there's a game that I think we should take a crack at. Now, when the game begins, the faster we go, the more chances to throw all the balls we get. So we want everyone to line up and let's have some fun. Well, there you have it, sir. A dozen tickets.
What would you folks like?
One sensory pineapple to go, sir.
Now to give this to Dallas.
I don't think so, brother. You ain't giving this gift to nobody.
Excuse me?
Yeah, just who do you think you are, Buster?
And what could you possibly want with a sensory pineapple?
I'm the big blue monster thing from Brave Boy. For many years, I've been kidnapping brave warriors and forcing them to do all my evil bidding. Until recently, they all escaped. So now it's up to me to do my own unspeakable crimes, knocking over Bay City jewelers, and to make off with millions worth of uncut diamonds. They're inside this sensory pineapple, by the way.
Gee, I don't remember that from the Brave Boy game.
Neither do I.
Well, can't we at least have the sensory pineapple without the diamonds?
It's too late for that now, and if you punks try to get in my way once more, I'll be forced to make you my servants and give me a sponge bath.
Not on my watch. Everybody back to the vanmobile. We better get that sensory pineapple back. But how do we do so?
Step aside, fellas. I'll take it from here. Hey, buddy! Give us back the sensory toy, you son of a gun!
There, little guy. You're safe with me. Well, for the time being, actually.
Well, well, well. Guess who's going to give me a sponge bath?
Ladies and gentlemen, I have brought you here today to discuss the drastic decline based off of our newly founded experimental animal enterprise. Well, don't just keep us in suspense. What's the big problem?
Ben Affleck was the new Batman.
Who gives a rat's hat? What about the real bad news? Oh, yes, that's right. Now then, ever since production began, we had to spend every morning, noon, day, and night keeping a sharp eye out for only the finest woodland creatures to transfer only the perfect size brain into that gorilla. Now, I understand that experimenting on animals can be quite a primitive subject up until 1983. But keep in mind, it is the very basic work of us professionals. Anybody have any options? Well?
Actually, sir, I'll keep that covered for you. I knew all about brain surgery.
Very well then. But remember, Doctor, last week times have been tough for a few unemployed doctors, and we had to make some cuts down to only 71%. And if you don't bring back a brand new experimental animal like you said you would, not only will you find yourself unemployed, but we'll have to make some even worse cuts down to only 22%.
Aye, aye, Captain. You can count on me.
I sure can't wait to get rid of that guy. One time he was a physical psychologist, hoping to cure the phobia of amusement park mascots who tried to offer a 23-year-old Twitter member an actual grimace shake at a local McDonald's. Ha! What a joke!
The doctor will see you now, sir.
Hey, look, Doc, what's the big idea? I feel fine. You see, I'm healthy.
Well, Mr. Duck, it looks like you've been tested negative.
Why, thank you, Doc. I really appreciate your efforts.
Yes, quite a miracle, eh? Now, I want you to do me a favor and stand right behind the screen.
How do you like this guy? I actually get a screen test and not in the motion picture-y kind of deal.
Gracious, a bird in the head. This could be the key to owning a pet gorilla with the brain of a cartoon duck. My goodness, what a solid skull you've got. Why, heaven forbid if it's made of solid steel.
Hey, thanks, Doc. Though I'm not sure as to why you bumped me on the noggin and destroyed the cuckoo in my head.
Let's forget about that, because I have a very special friend who would like to meet you. Wait right here.
What's taking so long? Why do I get the feeling that this may not result in a very happy conclusion? Oh my goodness. Looks like it's about that time for me to bail. Make sure you give my warm regards to Patrick Dempsey, will ya?
Here, ducky, ducky, ducky. Here's Ducky.
One more step, and I'll drink.
Why, you water-soaked goof? That was a formula for chocolate milk. Here, ducky, ducky, ducky.
Don't you know all that Mickey slipping is very bad for you?
All right, come along, buddy. You have the right to remain silent.
Hey, thanks for saving my tail feathers, guys. If it wasn't for you, I would have had my goose cooked for sure.
Hey, what are you gonna do? It's all part of the job, mi amigo.
This is the live girl. Sun, dirt, and 4 miles of sparkling white sand. Doesn't that sound like a real treat? Mm-hmm. Like totally, Georgia. I really love it. Just a couple of hours left. Better have a base check. Oh, still no good. Now I'll never be one with my inner beauty. I'm a failure. Huh? Did I hear someone say beauty? Huh, I thought I heard my inner dream. Oh, what seems to be the problem, baby? Okay, well, I'm supposed to miss the storm, and I have to be ready for our date. But unfortunately, I don't know which outfit to wear. Total pressure on her, if you know what I mean. I think you say, huh? Well, that can't be too difficult to fix. So it looks like me and my sisters are going to teach you the lesson about fierce fashion. So, okay, but how? Well, you'll see, baby. You will surprise me for sure. I mean, I remember when I tried on a few outfits and surprised everybody. And everyone was gathering around me, taking pictures of me. Heck, I even won several awards and became #1 for the biggest beauty queen of all time. As a matter of fact, I myself became so proud, I often felt like one of the biggest, baddest movie stars of the year. Oh, no. manage to fly or what? Well, okay, if you say so. Oh, it seems like our new friend Tanya has a lot to learn about Miss Fashion. And I should know, because once again, it wouldn't be the first time you've learned something new. Well, like, if it isn't old Georgia. Hey, Georgia, like, how's it going? Well, I'm doing just fine, Laura. It seems as if that me and my gals just found ourselves a new customer. And we're getting a big makeover ASAP. Like, no problem, Georgia. Like, just lead the way, and we'll pick out a few dresses for her. And so the outfit try-on had just begun. Although none of us knew which was the perfect outfit for our customer, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know about this, girl. You think that my date will notice me? Oh, it ain't over yet, doll, until the fat lady sleeps. It would seem to us that no matter how many dresses Tanya would try on, it would usually result in Tanya having some kind of opinion, depending on how she looks. Honestly, it just wasn't really easy for us, so we just had to try some different ways to make her look beautiful until we found the perfect dress to amaze her boyfriend. Okay, girls, how do I look? Well, all I can say is you look gorgeous. You think my boyfriend will love me looking like this? Oh, I'm sure that your boyfriend will love it. In fact, here it comes now. Well, what are you waiting for? Go on, don't be nervous.
Hey, gorgeous. Ready for our date?
Really? Well, I just don't know how to describe it. I sure do love happy endings. Don't you, girls? Like, totally, Stephanie. After all, Tanya does seem pretty happy.
There are some people in this world who believe in ghouls and spirits, and there are some people who don't. However, there is one ghoul in particular who is so intimidated, so fearful, so afraid of his own shadow, and filled to the brim with anxiety. His name was Timothy. He was considered to be, and I quote, the most timid ghost you ever saw. Here we can see him reading a storybook about ghost stories, causing his blood pressure to rise high into the sky.
Why, that's gruesome!
Hey, come on, Timothy! There's gonna be some good trick-or-treaters to go out spooking tonight! Timothy didn't want to go out scaring the daylights out of people. He didn't even know the first thing about scaring people, especially on Hallows' Eve.
You got that right, Mr. Narrator. All right, I gotta stay calm. I mean, it can't be too bad, right? Excuse me, but you know the time?
Sure, it's 8:02.
I gotta rethink this whole scaring thing myself. It's driving me right up a wall. Huh? What's this? A costume party? Perhaps maybe I can fit right into the crowd a little better. Why didn't anybody tell me about these things?
Hey, thanks for coming to the party, everybody. If you think that song was amazing, then get a load of this one. Hit it, boys!
Somebody get that ghost out of here! Don't you come near us!
Now calm down, citizens. I'm not exactly what you think I am. You think maybe we can settle this like adults or something? Wait a minute, aren't you terrified of me? Well then, what are you doing here anyway? You suggesting that maybe we should be pals?
And so, our timid little spook and his new friend lived happily ever after.